Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins Saturday Night Hockey on My Network TV. Tonight it's the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins hosting the Connecticut Whale in what should be a fantastic hockey game. Hello everybody, I am Tom Grace, the voice of your Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins. Very pleased and proud to be joined with my partner, Mike O'Brien. Obi, a good 4-2 win last night over Hershey. Tonight it's Connecticut representing the New York Rangers.
And a big 2 points. Penguins trying to shrink that magic number for home ice advantage, and they win the opening faceoff.
So the Penguins, of course, at home wearing their white jerseys will skate from right to left on your TV screen. The Connecticut Whale, they used to be the Hartford Wolfpack. They were rebranded last year, obviously appealing to the old NHL Hartford Whaler franchise in Connecticut. Penguins are onside. They started a line of Brian Lurg, Paul Thompson, and Cal O'Reilly. The blue liners are Alexandre Picard and Robert Bortuzzo. Connecticut zips a quick shot in. Scott Monroe is in the goal. Nice hit that time by Alexandre Picard, a bit early on the puck, and coming up to take exception on that was Scott Tansky. Jared Nightingale, a tip shot. Monroe gets a blocker on it. That is a big save. Connecticut very aggressive now. Kelsey Tessier came in fast and hard. I think that early hit on Odi Marchessault, Jonathan Odi Marchessault, the rookie from Quebec, that is a mouthful. Lots of aggressive play. Connecticut has never taken the short change. They will hit you. These teams don't play often, Obi, but it's always a battle when they meet up.
And the physicality has come early and often against this team, and exactly what we expected as these two squads face off tonight.
Here's Ben Street. We highlighted him top of the broadcast. Jeff Walker, a shot it deflected up on high. Chad Johnson was ready for it. So Ben Street, who we talked about at the top of the broadcast, there's tonight's referee. It's Graham Skilleter. The linesmen are Alex Stagnone and Francis Trempe. So Graham Skilleter, a very experienced official, Obi. I think he's got some good judgment so far, letting the boys hit on a Saturday night.
You know what this matchup is going to be. I mean, tough Connecticut Whale squad, a physical Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins team. Let's let them play for a little bit, see what happens.
Philip Samuelson just called up from the Wheeling Nailers playoff run. Wheeling is down 2-1 to the Kalamazoo Wings. Philip Samuelson in for Joey Mormina, who was a late game time decision scratch. Penguins have Nick Peterson out there. Simone Dupre, good chop pass intended for the front of the net, but Connecticut able to knock it away, and they'll come back in transition on the attack. Here is a possible lead chance. It's Mike Vernace. You remember him well if you're a consistent Penguins fan. He was a mainstay on the Norfolk Admirals blue line last year. Little bit of a sneaky overpass by Simone Dupre. Hits Jeff Walker in stride. Here's Nick Peterson one-on-one. Peterson tried to slip through the defensive skates of Pavel Valentenko. Penguins with a nice forecheck. This could be good. Jeff Walker bank pass to Ben Street. Did not get good wood on it. And now coming back the other way is Casey Wellman. Casey Wellman had a beautiful overtime game-winning goal last night as the Whale knocked off Manchester 2-1 in Hartford last evening. Opening minutes of play, good flow, some heavy hitting in that first minute of play, and there is Andreas Thuresson, a little bit of a rock star out of Norway, very popular in his home country and part of the New York Rangers' future. There's a bank pass in front, a careless turnover by the Penguins, a possible trip, not going to get called, so Skilleter has the whistle in the pocket so far, but Thuresson, who we were just talking about from Norway, made a steal and a wonderful save by Monroe. That could be a highlight later. Here's a backdoor pass. Great denial by Cody Wild, and Jason Williams wasn't sure of the outlet valve. Brian Gibbons shares it ahead to Alex Grant. Long lead pass. Here's Colin McDonald from Hartford. Takes a slap shot. Good save by Johnson. Sill is in the slot. Lobs a backhander. Johnson lost sight of the rainbow rebound. It's controlled by the Penguins. Picard looking for a pass. He'll take a slap shot. McDonald tried to tip on it. Of course, Colin McDonald's dad, Jerry, played for the Hartford Whalers in the NHL back in the early 80s and a very frequent visitor at Colin's games now, both home and away. Live action continues. Zach Sill working the pass in front for Captain Ryan Craig. It comes back to Bortuzzo. Over to Picard. Quick one-time chance for DeFazio. DeFazio's pass was well intending, but it was stolen. Connecticut weaves on a 3-on-3. Here's a backdoor pass. Good stay-at-home defense by DeFazio. Chip to pass out. It's going to be a waved-off icing attempt. Nice reaction by DeFazio after he lost the puck, Obi.
Good hustle down the ice, and made sure to track the forward going into the zone and broke up that 3-on-2.
Scott Tansky on a give and go with Chris Newberry. Newberry, one of the leaders of this team, a very physical presence. He'll mix it up with the best of them. And Newberry, of course, one of the alternate captains as well. You'll watch him. You got to have your head on a swivel when Newberry is on the ice. Scott Monroe, who has been outstanding, to say the least, against the Connecticut Whale this year with a couple of big saves. That time, Dupre had a little bit of an air ball on that breakout pass. Didn't like it, and he banks one off the dasher out to center ice. Dupre, I love the fact his head is always up, but you don't want to see him taking his eye off the puck. 4.5 minutes played, barely a whistle, just one or two, and great back and forth action, and a nice job so far by Graham Skilleter to let the boys play. Brian Lurg from Michigan, played at Michigan State. His parents are in the audience tonight. Here is a give and go to Cal O'Reilly. O'Reilly, a rotation flip. Dupre tried to join the party. It is Lurg again. Thompson trying to get open in the slot. Dish off to O'Reilly. O'Reilly sees a backdoor play possibly brewing with Thompson and Samuelson. Cal O'Reilly working it around far corner. Good spinorama move. O'Reilly, a soft dish in front. Quick shot. Was it for Thompson or Lurg? Both of them had a look at the net. That time Thompson tried to Mack truck his way in front. It did not work out. Good clear out by the Whale, and excellent back and forth flow to the game so far. Dupre couldn't pull that puck out of the linesman's skates. Dupre reads the open ice very well. There's Simone Dupre stepping around two men. Dupre, what the heck? Drops one to Paul Thompson. Thompson, a deflected slap shot, gobbled up by Nick Peterson. Alex Grant, another player we talked about in the top of the broadcast, tried to flip one along. That hit the kisser of Christian Thomas, the rookie right out of the Ontario Hockey League of the Oshawa Generals. Here's some give and go. Connecticut's got a man on side. Great back check by Jeff Walker. Walker works one out of the zone. That is the kind of defensive tracking from the forwards that will make a guy like Scott Monroe's job much easier. We've played almost 6 minutes with hardly a whistle. Good active stick by Nick Peterson. Cody Wild tries to bullet a pass through the traffic. Ben Street has it. Good give and go to Peterson. Peterson taken down. Again, Skilleter letting the boys play as long as it's consistent. Most people prefer this brand of hockey. Connecticut has a possible 4-on-3 brewing, but Cody Wild touches a puck first, and he zooms right up and out of the zone. Good job by Cody Wild, who impressed us last night as well, Obi.
He had a great game last night, paying the price, taking hits, and getting pucks deep, and he's made very smart hockey plays early in this contest.
This might be one of the longest waits the fans have ever had to get to their seats. We've got people in the aisles waiting for the next whistle, and everybody's going to have to wait till a stop in the action. Great crowd on hand. No score, opening minutes of play in Connecticut has Thurston trying to drive a puck in deep. Monroe, a routine stick save. Bortuzzo has to scramble for a rebound. Not his best first pass to Picard, and Connecticut's trying to come in. That was almost a nightmare. Good reaction by the Penguins breaking out of the zone. McDonald with Williams. Williams tries an area pass. McDonald not afraid to touch it first. Leaves one to Gibbons in the far corner. Good head and shoulder fake by Gibbons. Dupre, slap shot. Look out, rebound in the slot. It bloops up in the air, stays in play. Continuous action. We've played over 7 minutes, and I think we've only had one whistle so far. Excellent shot by the Penguins, Obi, and they almost got a nice rebound goal there.
Well, they're getting pucks to the points and traffic to the net and causing some havoc for Chad Johnson. Just have not been able to get that go-ahead goal just yet.
Long Penguins clear. It was touched, so there's no icing. DeFazio, a reach down steal. DeFazio looking for a backdoor bank pass. It's defended well by the Whale and slapped out to center ice. Brandon DeFazio working with Alexandre Picard. Now it's Bortuzzo, one of the leaders of this blue line. Good reaction that time by the Whale, but they turned over a little bit of a cream puff at center ice. Penguins are quick to dump it in. Chad Johnson is going to hang on, so finally a whistle. We're going to need to take a break. There's no score. Lots of action. You're watching the Penguins live right here on My Network TV. Stick around.
We're back at Mohegan Sun Arena. No score between the Penguins and Whale. Speaking of no score, Scott Monroe in his third start, previous two, has not allowed a non-shootout goal against Connecticut so far this season.
And there's only been a couple of shots on goal by Connecticut, but one was on a turnover. Another was a fine reaction save. Penguins have won all 3 faceoffs in the hockey game so far. Thompson, it looked like that was a partial pass, half shot. And here's the always dangerous Odi Marchessault leading a rush with Newberry. Excellent back checking by the Penguins, Obi, some of the best we've seen. Penguins weaving along. Here's a drop pass, Bortuzzo to Cal O'Reilly. O'Reilly looked like he had a shot. Cal is always going to be a pass-first guy. That would have been a good one to maybe try to get a shot on net. Cal O'Reilly has been such a positive addition in terms of distributing the puck and overall puck possession. He's just so smart. Working in the corner, Brian Lurd battles for one with Paul Thompson. Now it's Cal O'Reilly looking for a wraparound in front. Excellent active sticks by both teams in their own zones so far tonight. Here's a crackback rush attempt by Connecticut. Excellent coverage by Bortuzzo. A chip ahead hit the referee's skate. Graham Skilleter has got to be more aware than that. We had a wide open Paul Thompson at the far blue line. That's too bad, but that's hockey, folks, and it's going to happen. 9 minutes played already, one of the fastest periods we can recall. No icing. Johnson comes out of his net to play it. Good forechecking by the Penguins. Jeff Walker behind the net to Nick Peterson. Walker goes far corner. This could be developing into something. Walker trying to wind up. Cody Wild some give and go. Walker out there like he's in the Olympics doing a figure skating. What a great display. Penguins trying to settle. Good keep in by Alex Grant. Took a hit, but not before he delivered a nice pass. Quick shot. Rebound. Cody Wild just getting there was Johnson. Oh, Cody Wild scored his only goal of the season in Connecticut. He almost landed a harpoon in the whale once again. Peterson got muscled off the play. Connecticut has a 3-on-2. Alex Grant tries to force the man wide. Wonderful job sealing off the deal as the Penguins catch up on a line change. Excellent work by Alex Grant. Kelsey Tessier knocks one back. We're almost halfway through the first period, and we've had 3 face-offs in this hockey game. Obi, that could be a new land speed record.
And Chad Johnson showing the form that we saw way back on October 9th when he made 41 saves through overtime to shut out the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins. Beautiful pad save on Wild.
Here's Jason Williams trying to do a toe drag. Excellent rush by Williams. A fine breakout passes. Dupre and Samuelson communicated so well on that back line. Samuelson came across, tried to make a play, couldn't do it. Of course, Phillips' dad, Ulf, was a legend for the Hartford Whalers and Pittsburgh Penguins, wearing number 5. Brian Gibbons coming up on Tim Erickson. Nice coil hit by Colin McDonald, but unfortunately the puck went right by him. Dupre trying to weave a man off. That is one of those rookies. That is Christian Thomas, just playing a second rounder out of the Oshawa Generals, the same junior team as Bobby Orr and Eric Lindros. Here's a chance for Colin McDonald. Good head fake. Takes a shot. Chad Johnson gets the left shoulder over there. McDonald battles for a rebound. This is what Coach Hines is talking about when he says battle for the pucks. On a forecheck, Zach Sill loves to work. Excellent skating by Pavel Valentenko. Valentenko's offering was stolen. The Penguins are really managing that puck well, Opie, as I had highlighted in the top of the radio pregame show. A big hit by Zach Sill, and that's a broken stick on Ryan Bourque. Oh, and too bad. Zach Sill almost got the Easter ham on that Blue Cross blue line. He couldn't catch up to it, and Sill lowers the boom again, crushing Bourque and then Valentenko on the same shift. Nobody checks better than Zach Sill. Here's a drop pass by Connecticut, trying to get something going. DeFazio senses numbers. DeFazio with his head down, fights off a slash, drills a puck deep. Redden's going to let DeFazio touch it first. DeFazio is coming down like a freight train. What a great shift. Here's Picard, tip shot through a screen. Johnson, nice job to see that through the traffic. We have played almost 12 minutes of hockey. Folks, we've had 3 face-offs. Penguins are out shooting the whale 9-2 and playing a flawless game for the most part. O'Reilly is out there with Lurd. Connecticut trying to get their senses. Here is Jonathan Odimarchessault, that great, impressive young rookie. McColgan in his first game ever. Monroe has to come across for a pad save. Good wheel out of the zone by Brian Lurd. Finds Thompson. O'Reilly's going to join the party as well. O'Reilly has men coming in deep. O'Reilly holds it, takes it deep back to Dupre. Dupre rips a shot, and he scores! Allez, 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 Simon Dupre! People talk about Cal O'Reilly's passing skills. Obi, what vision. Going in deep. Dupre was at center ice when that pass was made. He skated into it. Obi, that's a major league goal.
That's a major league goal, and we thought O'Reilly was definitely going to take this shot, but instead he gets it back to Dupre. Paul Thompson in front of net, causing a little havoc. Not sure if he got a piece. I think Thompson just sets the screen, and Dupre gathers his 5th of the season.
On the 10th shot of the hockey game, that is a highlight reel special, folks. You're talking about breaking out of the zone, good vision, passing the puck, O'Reilly to Dupre, and the Penguins' first-round draft pick from 2009 Simone Dupre gets his 5th of the year.
47, Simone Dupre.